In the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. A moment here now to see the numbers for MP.
And the past 10 games have been all about his work on the boards. He's been a different guy when it comes to rebounding. He's battling like he hadn't been earlier in the year, and it's great to see that kind of hustle.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Maxey. MP out there with Green. And it's Bona in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Heat, we've got Jaime Jaquez. Alexander is out there with Mitchell. And it's Hendricks in at power forward. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team. And it's more about refining their game than learning it.
Green against Jaquez. Here's Mitchell. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And that pass showing that team-first mentality from Jaime Jaquez.
Here's MP, and the dunk by MP. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Here's Mitchell after the Sixers pick up 2. Shot clock at 6. Plenty of space. Rebound by the 76ers. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots.
Here's Cornette. Bangs home the trifecta.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively. Amazing creativity on the fly from MP.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Mitchell passes to Alexander. Jaquez outside. Miami needs to get a shot off. The shot by Mitchell, no good. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the wide open shot from Green. Sinks the three-pointer.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Alexander. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Here's Hendricks. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shoots the 3. And it's Bona with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Goodness. MP going deep in the bag with that one.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're gonna grind it out.
This team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big 3, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle accountability and will consistently be about their culture.
And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP registering a quadruple double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's McCain. A three-pointer off the mark. Miami trailing. To the middle. Here's Hendricks. Good defense by MP.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Oh, the corner isn't always Green's spot, but we know he's got the skill to hit from there.
Mitchell against Maxey. Over in the corner, Jaquez. Over Green. Jaquez with the bucket.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. Pass to McCain. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
I think MP saw that little gap there and then was really clever to exploit it with an on-target pass.
Here's Alexander. Back to Mitchell. Now Jaquez. Here's Hendricks. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Left side, Maxey. Puts it up from 12, and the 76ers tack on two more.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the head coach for the Heat. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Morris checked in for Miami. To the inside. Cornette. Oh, that's blocked. Fast break. Here they come. Here's McCain. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break, that'll add to your total in a hurry.
Here's Cornette. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And that one's good. Bono.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Moore outside. Pass to Hendricks. Mitchell with it. To halt the run. MP grabs the miss.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
The Heat trail by 14. Mitchell passes to Jaquez. Now, here's Mitchell. The tray. Rebound by the 76ers. MP's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And the Stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
They are just killing them on the interior.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Yabusele, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
Number 28, Gershon Yabusele.
4 on the clock. Here's Hendricks, and the rejection by MP. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Into the lane. It's good. MP's got 8 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pass to Cornett. They need this one. And they recover it. More outside. Here's Hackett. And the 3 ball is good. He has 5.
Jaquez definitely has that range. He's shown that in the early part of his career. He just wants to be more consistent.
Open shot, Green. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 7th assist here tonight. The Heat trail by 17. Now Mitchell. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Pass to Moore. From 8. Here's Cornett. Just 5 on the clock. Near the 3-point line, it's Mitchell.
MP going all out to get the denial. He really wanted that block.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
All right, I'm just getting this in my headset. I'm told we have Shams Charania, our 2K insider, on the line. He's now with us, and some important NBA news. Hey, Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Kevin. With the trade deadline nearing, the front office of the Orlando Magic have announced their latest move. They bring in a big man in Bobby Portis who provides some offensive firepower. His range stretches out beyond the arc, and he's not just a finesse big. Portis is more than willing to scrap it out inside and trade some paint.
Thanks so much for the report, Shams.
More points for MP, and you just think about the possibilities of this young player moving forward. He is something.
And here's Russell. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. The 3 connects from 3-point range.
Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
MP with it. He's picked up by Russell. Pass to McCain. 76ers moving the ball around. Taken away. Moore outside. Jovic passes to Russell. Off target from outside.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And that one's good. MP.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. 19-point game. And he overshot that one, missing. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 5 from 3-point land to get things going here in the first. 1:46 left to play in the first quarter. McCain's shot is off.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Here's Russell. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Nice shot by Yabusele. And the 76ers lead by 21.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Russell with it. Still without a basket. Good on the shot.
Love to see this from Russell as he's one of the league's most gifted passers.
On the wing, Reeves. MP finds Grant. Off target from 3-point range. And Miami shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. Here's Hackett. The rebound by Yabusele.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Pass to MP. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Now, the defense was just all over him, but MP just too strong down there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Moore outside. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count that bucket.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
MP kicks to Grant. Pass to Yabusele. It's rebounded by Jovic.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
MP has been leading the charge for Philadelphia. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Alexander is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Jovic in at the 5 spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times the coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
Smart pass by MP. Great to see a young player making the right decisions with the ball.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Nets was outstanding. He scored an incredible number of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Pass to Bona. Off target with his 3. Heat shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Russell dishes to Moore. Hachimura with a screen on Green. Shot clock at 5. Moore finds Hachimura over MP.
And the defensive instincts of MP shining through on that block.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Maxey against Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
So shifty with the ball in his hands. Russell changes pace with the best of them.
Here's Kendall. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Rui Hachimura picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And both free throws good for MP.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
Here's Alexander. Still scoreless. To the paint. Trying to find Hachimura. Gets it to him.
And Hachimura at 6'8", no problem for him to get up.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Back to MP. And MP throws it down hard.
And that is a vicious throwdown. Take it easy on the rim there, MP.
Inside. Jovic, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Jovic. Now Hachimura. The three ball. And it's Bona with the rebound. Bona's got his fourth rebound in this one. MP passes to Reeves. Outside, Green. Another three for Philadelphia.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
For Miami, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Maxey, and slam dunk by Maxey.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Hachimura with a screen on Green. And Moore kicks to Alexander. Hachimura the screen. Alexander, no luck.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Pass to Jovic. Hachimura with a screen on Reeves. Miami no good on that time either. And for the 76ers, they're shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another. Really the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
Chris Dunn's checked in for the 76ers. Jovic passes to Hendricks. Kick out to Moore. Can they get it? It's hauled in by the 76ers. MP's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
And his performance today, guys, is really a thing of beauty. A triple-double for him today.
And stolen by MP. And MP throws it down.
Well, he's got the space. MP will not hesitate to throw it down.
And Miami shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Here's Russell. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Stolen away. Here's Hendricks. He has 5. Now, here is Russell. Driving inside. Misses from short range.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
MP looking around, and he banks in the layup. MP's got 26 points.
Things really going MP's way offensively. He's found the flow, and that's working for him.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Again, Russell missing. Russell's got 1 three-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Maxey kicks to MP. Back to Maxey. Lets it go from deep. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And stolen by MP. Down low. And Maxey with the basket on the assist by MP. Maxey's got 13 points now in the quarter. Miami's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Pass to Cornette. Here's Jovic. Just 4 to shoot. Trying to end the drought, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
The Heat shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Outside, Russell. Moore passes to Hendricks. Traps in the tray. Hendricks has got 8 points.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
The shot, no good.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
Russell high post. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. Launches it from deep. MP grabs the miss.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Poked loose. Dives for it. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And the voting for the dunk contest is just about over, so let's bring up the leading contenders for you. Boy, with the players on this list, you know this year's contest is going to be a fun one.
It is. And with their places in the contest almost wrapped up, I'm sure these guys are working on their moves already.
And I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And we're getting closer and closer to having our contestants determined. So be sure to stay tuned as we'll be bringing you updates very, very soon.
And partner, if we had the contest today, I'd be happy with the group we have right now.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Here's Hendricks. Covered by MP. Just 5 to shoot. Over MP. Hendricks, good. 10 points for him.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Here's MP. And MP throws it down hard.
Well, when MP gets the ball in that spot, he's thinking, stuff it.
So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against Brooklyn. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree. They do, David. Thank you very much. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Mitchell. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. The 76ers shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. Pass to Hendricks. To the paint. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Jaquez with a wide open look. A three-pointer is right on target. Jaquez has got 8.
And you can see Jaquez is getting more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
And MP throws it down.
And how about that? Snuck in off the baseline and then the sensational reverse.
How pretty was that? Athletic basketball with a little bit of flair mixed in. And stolen by MP. Inside, Maxey. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Maxey's got 24 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Alexander. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
That one good for 2.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to Mitchell. Beyond the arc. And it's MP with the rebound.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And so it's Philadelphia, able to put on a show for the ages. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back to the action in just a minute.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order.
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend, the celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
Just like Vegas.
And guys, turning back to the game we've been watching, MP's been the story so far.
MP is stunting on them, and that defense has had no response. You're playing with fire when you let MP get into the flow.
Yeah, he's leading the way, and I don't expect him to let up.
Thanks for joining us. Now,
and after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. They've got MP. He's out there with Jalen Green. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. Here's Cornette. Here's Hendricks. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Hendricks has got 12 in the game.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Green finds MP. Back to Green. Here's McCain. Pass to MP. Clock at 6. They kick it out to Green. Shoots over Hawkins. And there's Green on the assist by MP. Green's got 20 points.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Hawkins the pass to Alexander. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Hendricks. Over MP. Hendricks can't get it to go.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
That's tipped. Rebound by the 76ers. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. MP left side. MP sets the screen for Maxey. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one right now. 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Alexander. He has yet to score. For 3, Mitchell. It's hauled in by the 76ers. MP's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Mitchell kicks to Cornette. Pass to Mitchell. Driving the lane, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass, and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
MP passes to Green. Back to MP. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, that is on the defense there. You can't be overzealous trying to stop MP.
The 76ers making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. Both good from the line that time. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Reeves against Mitchell. Takes it inside. Offensive rebound. Puts up a three. That shot, no good.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Jacks up a three. Nailed from three-point land. McCain's got 8.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Over to the left wing. Here's Alexander. Hasn't made one yet. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far.
Mitchell kicks to Cornette. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Jaquez outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hendricks. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And the dunk by MP.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Here's Alexander. For the three. And it's Bona with the rebound. Bona's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's MP. And MP throws it down hard.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. Jaquez outside. Back to Mitchell from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Mitchell's got 5 now.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though.
Oh, no doubt. Well, you give MP lanes to the rim, he looks to attack. I love his initiative there.
Here's Alexander. Nothing on the board. They get a hand on it, and stolen by MP. And the dunk by MP.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Mitchell passes to Jaquez. To the middle. Here's Cornette. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Kendall. Another one goes. Incredible. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Well, we know Quickly can score, but there he shows off his passing ability.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, the interior defense holding nothing back, but MP goes right at him.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Philadelphia?
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%
There's so much chatter about the intangibles with Jaquez, but he's also a little bit better athlete than some people have given him credit for. More skilled as well. This guy really knows how to play.
The drive by MP and the dunk by MP.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Miami's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And the foul called on MP. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Yabusele, he's checked in for Green. Here's Alexander. Still yet to score. Pass to Jovic. And the 3 off target.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll do it. Oh, wow.
Like how selfless Quickly was on that play, just creating team offense.
And Miami shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Here's Alexander. On the wing, Jaquez. Pass to Jovic. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by MP. Morris checked in for Alexander. The 76ers also with a sub. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Valentine. Clock at 4. Here's Jovic. And the rejection by MP. Two seconds left, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Philadelphia's gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range.
Nice slash by MP right there. Love when he takes the initiative.
Now Russell. He's got 5. Pass to Cornette. Good ball movement here by the Heat. He blocks it again. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
Wasted no time on that one. Reeves has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Moore outside. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 19-7 run. A 3 from Quickly. Rebounded by Moore. And Miami shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Here's Cornette. He's got 7. And the rejection by MP. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. The Heat making a switch here. Hachimura is checked in. Pass to Jaquez. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. Hachimura, no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Reeves finds MP. Miami grabs the miss. And here's Russell. 8 points for him. Over in the corner, Jaquez. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, in order to hit one from the corner, you have to get there first. Jaquez Jr. able to do that.
Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple-double.
All night, they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he has not disappointed.
And for the Heat, they're shooting terrible so far in the second half, down around 26%. Here's Jovic, and that one is stuffed right through.
What a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it, and it's bound to only get more intense from here on out.
And MP just forcing his way through the defense there.
Russell looking around. .133 left to play here in the third. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Great execution. Could not have asked for a better shot.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belonged." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "You're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And here are the Heat now. Outside, Russell. Hachimura with a screen on quickly. Russell from long range. It's hauled in by the 76ers. MP against Russell. MP passes to Reeves. Tries it from the top of the key. The putback. Good. That's another bucket.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
Great to see developing players like MP saving plays like that. That shows some good off-ball awareness.
Russell with it. 10 points for him. Pass to Moore. And here is Hachimura. And the rejection by MP. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. He's looking for MP and finds him.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And so it's MP making things happen for the 76ers. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility.
Going with the whole new group on the floor. The 76ers also with a sub. MP. He's checked in. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication is great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
They've got Alexander, also Mitchell out there, and it's Hendricks in at the power forwards position. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the 76ers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
He was in the zone. He's just a man on a mission and that helped him notch that triple-double.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
So many things that Jaquez does well. He looks to set up his teammate.
The drive by. There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Team foul number 4.
46 seconds left in the game.
And guys, at this point, just a side.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't